I started writing when I was a teenager. Really, as a child, I wrote for myself, but I really feel like I started like doing more work around writing through barrio writers actually in Santana, and that's how I sort of started calling myself a writer as a teenager.
Oh, okay, awesome. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember that. That's cool. And was there like a moment that you said, "Wow, I love writing"? Was there something you read or?
I think the first time that I read my words out loud, I think that was really powerful because I was able to take something from the page and actually put like emphasis in words and sort of create this story through my words. And I think that was really powerful. And people are like, oh, I didn't see that you put that there, things like that. And so it's all about like making the poetry yours.
Okay, so that's what you enjoy like the most about writing, like how like identifying with like words or.
Yeah, yeah, just being able to make something, point something out that maybe other people take for granted or never think about. Um,
Yeah.
and just like kind of, yeah.
Wow, cool. And like, where are your parents from, or your family?
Yeah, my parents are from Guerrero, Mexico, and the first generation born here, and so it's definitely there's like a cultural shift and kind of nuance, I guess, like moving through both languages and cultures and things like that. So that definitely influences my writing as well.
Right. Nice. Yes, it must be. Yeah, it must be a different experience, uh, depending from where you are, and I imagine it's pretty cool. And do you mind asking, what does your name mean? Is Do you know the meaning of your name? It's really pretty, Anatalia.
Thank you. So my mom named me after my great grandma, but her name was Anatalia. And when I started, so I used Natalie as well because that was the name that my mom gave me. It's sort of like the English version of that name. But as I got older, I just started identifying more with the longer version or like the original version. And thankfully the my family has been really like embracing that because like oh okay yeah that's like, just like the evolution of your name and honoring like the matriarchal like lineage so yeah.
Nice. Cool. So I'm sorry. So was there a meaning to the name? Like, the,
So I don't exactly. I think there's in Natalie is something about like being born like that's just like the European version
oh,
of what I heard growing up, like born on Christmas Day or something like that. But I don't know, like
variation, pretty
yeah,
much. Oh,
yeah.
okay, that's cool. It's just really okay. That's really nice. So have you been lived in Santa Ana most of your life?
Yeah, well, Orange County for most of my life. I went to the Bay Area for a couple of years for my undergrad and yeah, just now more in like Southern California.
Nice, yeah, yeah. Because I saw in your bio that you've been like in a lot of places, like Texas, like Mexico, or just different places in California, and like reading your writings, right?
Yeah.
So, and how was that experience? Like
Um,
representing Orange County out there.
Totally. Yeah, it's very interesting to be able to sort of represent a part of California. I mean, California is huge, right? So there's a lot of different, like Orange County. The experience of being in Orange County is different from LA, it's different from Northern California, and then like going to like another place like Texas, for example, where they have their own kind of like I don't know, just the way that they navigate things is different. And finding ways that we are like similar, even in those differences, is really cool that someone that I'd never met before can relate to something as personal.
Like being Hispanic as well. Was it mostly Hispanic people that you met there? Was it because you had your book, or was just poetry, or was
It
it?
was So last year I went to AWP, that's the American Writers and Poets conference. And so I went to a lot of different like poetry events and open mics and got to meet a lot of people. And I think that's through that like relating to their stories and then them kind of relating back and kind of being inspired by one another's stories to be like, oh, that's cool. You should write about that. And so, like, kind of, encouraging one another to keep writing about our experiences.
Yeah, that's so sweet. It's like a universal family.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I think that's what it is with the arts. It's just the universal language. Um, all forms of art, and people like just can connect. It's really cool. It's really awesome. Cool. You have something that you want to share, some of your writings?
yeah. I can share something from. I just got this in the mail. It's from a friend of mine. They made this zine, and for folks who don't know, a zine is basically something that you can make, like kind of publish on your own, self sort of like self-publishing. So we have like there's some it's really cool. She used, the resources that she had and it's beautiful. There's like let me- 27 entries, so it's really substantial. The piece that I'm going to be sharing is called My Life is Not a Rom-Com. And rom-com is short for romantic comedy.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So, my life is not a rom-com. When was the first time you realized love stories were trash? Mine was with my parents when I was a child. They were married and had kids and went to church, but they were not in love. I can count with one hand the times I saw them be affectionate with one another. And I think they only did it to show face. They didn't make eye contact or make each other laugh like in the movies. But I didn't question this behavior. I just took it as normal. That's what marriage was. And I did not want marriage. I wanted what they didn't have: romance. The first time I broke someone's heart, I did it by accident. In high school, a friend and I played a game of you tell me who you like and I'll tell you who I like. I told him the name. Flustered and nervous, I whispered it so others wouldn't hear. He told me, never mind. I asked, why not? I told you who I liked. And he replied, well, I just found out the person who I like likes someone else. And he spent a whole summer trying to find clever ways to ask me out. But I did not like him back, and our friendship turned sour and we drifted apart. That was my first clue of love as possession. The first time someone broke my heart, they did it. Actually, I don't know why they did it, but it hurt. And I finally understood what all those tearjerker songs were about. And I wailed and cried, not just for the person who broke my heart, but because romance was fleeting. And even when I had it within my grasp, it disappeared just as fast as it had arrived. The crush I had back in high school ended up courting me, or whatever the kids call it these days, for several months. I thought about how my younger self would have squealed at the chance to date him, but I didn't like him anymore. And that was when I realized that as we get older, we attract and become attracted to different types of people. I don't have a type. I'm sometimes surprised by who and what I like in a person now. Apparently, there's this dating app that measures what kind of people you like and sorts them out for your choosing, like a personal shopper. I can't think of anything more far removed from reality than that. The one time I downloaded one of those apps, I found my college RA's younger brother, panicked, and deleted it. I haven't been bored enough long enough to attempt to make a new account, because I guess that's what it takes for me to play the field. Boredom. I sit on this jagged carpet floor, almost 30, grieving romance. This movie script some white multi-million-dollar executive thought was a genius way to repackage heteronormativity and nuclear families. That makes little to no sense to who I am or what I believe love is now. My life is better than a romantic comedy. I may not have a man worshipping at my feet or sending me butterfly kisses through the phone, but I have growing pains and spiritual healing, setbacks and triumphs beyond my wildest dreams. And yes, I have room for love, for limitations to be tested, for curiosity and awkward encounters, consensual expressions of desire and longing. I sit on this jagged carpet floor, grieving people, systems, trauma, codependency, perfectionism, which are all emotionally and physically taxing. I remind myself to be gentle with all of it. After all, it takes longer to create something new than to copy and paste from what's already out there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that was like so exciting.
Thank you.
Seeing
Yeah,
that. And it fits so well for our event for, St. Valentine's, El Día del Amor y la Amistad, like we say. So,
yeah.
yeah, that's great. Thank you so much. Um, so I'm ready for the workshop.
Okay.
If anyone's not ready, you just need a pen, paper, and we're gonna start pretty soon.
Hi. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right. So we're going to take a couple deep breaths before we go into the workshop. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, try to settle down. We do a couple breaths here. Okay. So you can lower your gaze. You don't have to close your eyes if you don't feel comfortable or you're not in a space where you can close your eyes. Or just, focus your gaze on one thing, one object, and you can put your hands on your belly if you are able to. And we're going to inhale for 3 and exhale for 3. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 5. 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 All right. If your eyes were closed, you can open your eyes. If you feel tension in your body or anywhere, you want to breathe into that space. I find that if you're standing or moving a lot, you may want to get a little still. If you have been sitting down for a long time or being still, you might enjoy some movement. I find a lot of comfort in like kinesthetic teaching, so really using the mind, body, and spirit, and integrating those all into my writing process. So definitely invite you all, if there's something that you need to release with your body, that you do so that you can be more present in the space. So you can wiggle it out with your head, shoulders, your wrists. You can do circles if you can with your wrists, with your legs if you're standing up like me, and still if you're sitting down. Kind of want to shake out any tension that you may have. Ooh. And then be still here in this moment, knowing that whatever you write on the page, whatever feelings come through, that you have the tools necessary to deal with and to co-create with whatever is going on. That you don't need to shut off the environment that's around you. If anything, you can use the environment that's around you to create this writing experience that is unique and that is yours, and where mistakes are embraced. So I'm going to share a piece, and I want you to write down on a piece of paper or wherever you are writing. I want you to write a column, or like a couple of columns. So you're going to write yes, maybe, and no. So you're going to create 3 columns. So this is all yes, this is all maybe, and this is all no. Okay? So I'm going to give you a minute to do that. And I'll write it here. Yes, maybe, and no. Cool. So give me a thumbs up when you are ready to go. If you need a minute, let me know. Okay. So we're going to move on. Cool. We're going to move on. So in these columns, you're going to find any words that you hear me from what I'm sharing in something that pops as something that you enjoy, that you love, as yes, maybe, so depending on the circumstance, or I'm not exactly sure, and no. Yeah? Okay. So it can be any word. It can be a phrase if you catch it, but it can also just be a word or anything that relates to that word. Okay. So we're just making a bank at this point of words. And if you are into, this is kind of fun, if you're into the uh, love languages, so there's a couple of love languages. There's words of affirmation. Hi! There's words of affirmation. There is touch, physical touch. There is, I believe, gift giving and receiving. There is quality time and acts of love. So I'm going to share this piece with you, and if you want to, also listen to what type of love language I am referring to. So um, you don't have to do this, but would be a kind of fun exercise in starting to learn and listen for love languages and what the different types of love languages are, and how there's more than those 5. Okay. So this is called Healthy is a Colonizing Word. We overcompensated, ate and drank, as if we could slurp people's fat shaming in one gulp of milk tea boba. Chicken strips and artisanal cheese and all the things our mothers begged us to stop eating so we wouldn't look like them. I flirt with decolonizing my diet. But I fear that my skin would split open and my organs turn to stone, for I would be seen all full and round and be called goddess of expression. So I eat what is on the dollar menu until I forget what I am angry about, and the plate in front of me is a trail of saguaros in the desert. I pat my luscious, grease-glossed lips with a napkin. A blood red color comes off, but I'm not scared. We're vegetarian now, except when rent is due. Last week, we put a whole can of chipotle sauce in black bean burgers so they looked like adobe my grandfather made. As the heat bit the tips of our tongues, I could feel my pores glowing. My senses awaken. We hissed and ah the malos aires away, laughed as tears round down our cheeks, then split a chocolate bar. All right, so that was Healthy as a Colonizing Word from the book, The Most Spectacular Mistake, which you can check out if you want to. Let me know. I'm going to write down the love languages, okay? So there's words of affirmation, there's gift giving, giving. So you're going to tell me which one, and if anybody kept note, which one of them. Quality time, and acts of service. So let me know which one you think this one was. Quality time, acts of service, and physical touch. So you may already know your love language, you may not know. But I'm going to give y'all a second to think. What was this poem highlighting? And in the meantime, I'm going to get my other poem ready. Quality time. Yeah, you got it. Good job. Yes. So it's kind of fun to be able to start to decipher what love languages people are referring to when they write about love and write any sort of poetry. So great job. It's a great little exercise that you could do. Or even if you're a poet and you know it, or you just write, you journal, to actually start looking at like what is my love language within this context. I feel like everybody has obviously a way that they show love, the way that they enjoy love, and also wanted to highlight that poem because it's not about a romantic love, it's about platonic love and how amazing. And I love writing about non-romantic platonic love because it's to me it's some of the greatest love that I've experienced. And so I love to honor and, you know, highlight that there's many forms of love, right? And um, many forms of receiving and giving love. Cool. So this, I'm really excited. This is also a poem that I wrote many years ago actually. A friend of mine on Instagram, of all places, found this poem that I had written around like Valentine's Day a couple years ago, and she saved it, and her and her now partner, like married. Anyways, they were engaged and were gonna get married, and they asked me about this poem, and I totally forgot that I had written. Um, and they were like, "Hey, this poem just speaks to us so much. Can you write something? Um, can we share it actually with our vows for our wedding?" And so I was able to be part of this beautiful, amazing Zoom wedding, and they got to share this piece, and they shared it in English and in Spanish. So I'm really really grateful that I was able to be a part of that and be able to personalize a poem for them. I didn't do a lot of changing from actually the original piece, but I did want to add a little bit of touch about their own history and how they met and how they got to, you know, love, and how their relationship has evolved, and it's really exciting. So I'm going to share this with you. Continue to look at the bank of words. So yes, maybe, and no. Cool. Okay, I'm going to be looking. Okay, here we go. And then I think we're going to do it in both languages. We have about, yeah, I think we have time. Okay, so give me a thumbs up if you got me, and then we'll get started. And then we'll get to writing, I promise. Okay. To the love. To the love that paces in waiting rooms, shows up in a rainbow astronaut cat shirt, holds you tenderly with her eyes, lets you finish, returns your food order when you say you'll just eat around it, loses their composure in public at the sight of you, takes you to boba after a panic attack, contemplates solutions instead of running away, listens, doesn't understand, but will educate themselves, asks before taking, reminds you of your brilliance, isn't grossed out to see how incredibly human you are, nudges you and says, "You got this. I'm here for you." The one you couldn't believe existed, perhaps because you'd never read it in a greeting card. Your heart knows. It's love. Para el amor. Para el amor en la sala de espera, que llega con una camisa de coloridos gatos astronautas, que te sostiene tiernamente con su mirada y deja que termines. Regresa tu comida cuando no es de tu agrado, pierde la compostura en público cuando te ve. Te lleva a tomar un té después de un ataque de pánico, contempla soluciones en vez de huir, te escucha. Tal vez no entienda todo, pero aprenderá a entender. Pregunta en vez de poseerte, te recuerda de tus virtudes, no le da miedo ver lo increíblemente humana que eres. Y cuando lo necesitas, te da un empujón para decirte, tú puedes, estoy aquí, yo te apoyaré. El amor que no creías podía existir, tal vez porque nunca lo leíste en una revista. Tu corazón sabe, esto es amor. All right. So that's that. So for folks that are joining us, we're making a bank of words. So yes, maybe, and no. Cool. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so that was really tender that I was able to add a little touch to there, and Actually, honestly, a lot of the things I didn't have to change very much. Um, it was written sort of in the poem and it just kind of fit really beautifully. The little details that I had to make it personal for them. So now you can, if you have like a separate sheets of paper or if you have like another paper that you can sort of reference to that original paper, you can rip it off. I mean, it's totally up to you. We're going to use those words um, in some of these prompts that I'm going to be sort of going with. So get that ready. Okay. Gracias, gracias. Okay, so here we go. So you have a new, fresh piece of paper, right? Yeah? You have a pen, you have a pencil, you have something to write with. Great. So you're gonna think of someone. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner if you choose not to, but it could be. It could be someone that you have in your life actively, someone that you may not have the best relationship right now, but you have a lot of love for them. Maybe something that you're still trying to sort out, like what is this person in my life? Things like that. Whatever feels most gentle for you right now. So you don't want to have to push yourself if you're not ready to sort of write to this person. You're not writing to this person, okay? I promise this is for you. But this is a prompt that we're going to go with. So you don't have to write their name. So just in case. You don't have to write their name. You're just going to have put dear and then blank, right? So you're going to write dear blank. Put the little you make me feel like, and then put a blank. So the phrase is you make me feel like. And then ooh, after that, you're going to fill in that word with how that person makes you feel. If you can't think of one, think, is it a yes word, a maybe word, or a no word? And then you're going to try to find one of those from your bank. Okay? So you're going to make use of that bank that you have of words. Okay. And if you don't know how they make you feel, then don't put anything. But you can put a placeholder. So maybe you don't know how you feel about artisanal cheese. So maybe you maybe you make me feel like artisanal cheese. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. It's just a word that came in my bank. Okay. You make me feel like artisanal cheese. Okay? When I see you, I and then you're going to fill in the blank. When I see you, I. So this is going to be more of, an action word. Doesn't have to be, but when I see you, I blank. So like I smile, I'm sad, I'm nervous. Use your bank, right? So yes, no, maybe. So dear blank, you make me feel like artisanal cheese. When I see you, I hide. I like it when you. So we're going on to the next one. Just put a placeholder if you want to keep going. I like it when you blank. So what was that? There maybe if there's a word in your word bank, you can share it with us. So I like it when you flirt. There's that word that was there. So I like it when you flirt. Or I like it when you're vegetarian. if that's if that's a positive for you, if that's a yes. So, dear Blank, you make me feel like artisanal cheese. When I see you, I hide. I like it when we're vegetarian. Beautiful. Sounds like a poem to me. It doesn't have to be a poem, we're just writing, just having fun. And then we're going to take it one, and I can blank with you. So this is getting more specific, okay? I love it when I can blink with you. And make sure you can make it your own. So if you don't love it when you can put I don't love it when I can blink with you. So I think there's one word here was fight. So I don't love it when I can fight with you. Or I love it when I can forget with you. Or I don't love it when I can get angry with you. The next one is so we're going to go to I don't like it. When you. So that's I don't like it when you. So I don't like it when you fight. I don't like it when you look at me or look at Blake. I don't like it when you forget. I don't like it when there's another word. When you can feel my pores. That's another phrase here. I don't like it when you drink. I don't like it when you fat shame. So these are all different phrases that you could use. You can go off on that for a sec. And the next one is I enjoy. I enjoy. Today I will. Okay. I'm going to post a couple more here. Today I won't. So the next one is today I will and today I won't. Okay? So use your bank of words or use new words that are coming up for you, whatever it is. Let it flow. Um, and just keep going. Keep going. If you are done with today, I will, put another. Today, I will. Today, I will. Today, I will. Today, I won't. And then you can put, but actually, I will blank. But actually, I will blank. And then seriously, or but actually, seriously, I won't. Okay? So the stakes get a little bit higher. Let me know when you're good with those prompts. And then we'll go on to the next one. Okay. I'm going to put two more. I forgive you for blank. And I don't forgive you for blank. So go off. Go off. I forgive you for. I don't forgive you for. Yeah? And if you're not able to find the words, go and get that bank. Artisanal cheese. You don't like artisanal cheese? Your stomach doesn't like artisanal cheese? Just doesn't have to be heavy. You can just throw it in there. I don't forgive you for artisanal cheese. Because no, I don't like that. Or I forgive you for crying. Okay? We're winding things down. So, so the next one is I would like you to blink. And we're just doing that one. I would like you to leave. I would like you to hug me. I would like you to forgive me. I would like you to talk to me. I would like you to dance with me. I would like you to leave me alone with my thoughts. And then you can just keep going. If you're done with that, what else would you like them to do? Or to, yeah. I would like you to shower. I would like you to sing me a song. I would like you to read to me. I would like you to let me help you. And if the person has changed and you're thinking about someone else or something else, you can write to that too. This is more of a writing prompt than it is a letter that you need to send to someone. This is for you and your own process. Okay, so we're winding this down. Moving forward, I would like more blank. Okay, so moving forward, I would like more communication. Moving forward, I would like more space. Moving forward, I would like more silence. Moving forward, I would like more peace. Leave you with that one for a sec. All right. And last one, because we gotta go. Thank you for blank. Okay? So write that thank you for, and then keep going. So it's all about exploring the ways in which we can, yes, maybe no, feel about someone or something. And then using the love languages if we want to, we can then, start to see a trend like, oh, I need more quality time. I need more space. I need more gifts. I need to know that this person cares, right? Etc. So, yeah, this is just a little gentle, kind of moving in with words and kind of using those word banks to sort of substitute where sometimes we don't have the exact words for how we feel. We can use those yes, maybe, or no words. Thank you so much for gifting yourself this time to write, to process. I invite you to continue with those prompts. If you have it there, to about different issues, about different people, about yourself, discovering what you need, and communicating with the love language, with the people that you love, with the people that you may not love, in order to, be able to advocate for yourself and moving that from self love to community love. Yeah? So we can share that. Okay. Thank you. All right. Give me a thumbs up if you're still here. And I'll put my Venmo info. And its Venmo is Anatalia Valles. And you can also check out my work online. My Instagram handle and my Twitter handle is Anatalia Valles. Thank you so much, Conscious Culture Collective. You all mujeres rock. You're amazing. Keeping these workshops going. We're gonna have Frosty on next, so stay tuned. Get yourself something to drink. Settle in. You can get acquainted. Frosty is just all these amazing, beautiful vibes. So I'm so excited to get blessed by the one and only Frosty. So thank you so much, everyone.